right, thank you so much for joining us. Listen, we have another bomb question. It's a very good question here. And their question has to deal with the cash advance fees, okay, on some of these lines of credit, on some of these credit cards. And you'll find, right, that this could be an issue, right? It could be a challenge, but is it a challenge that would actually stop you from doing the velocity banking method? Is it a challenge that would stop you, that would hinder you from using this leverage? Or is it a challenge that would motivate you to go even deeper into the velocity banking method and eliminate those loans, eliminate those unnecessary debts at an even greater pace than you ever have before? So let's dive in to the challenge. Cash advance fees. Cash advance fees, are they a hindrance? Let's do it. Listen, they said, okay, Marcus said, you will have cash advance fees, which you could have taken that fee money, okay, and you could have applied it to the mortgage. Do they have a point? When you're racking up, quote unquote, when you're racking up those cash advance fees, could you have paid the cash advance fees towards your mortgage? Let's go ahead and take that right now, okay? Because remember, let's go ahead and use easy math, all right? $1,200 a month, and we have a mortgage of what? $200, right? At 6%. Now, I know some of you are amazing, and you've got way less than 6%, all right? And that's good. But there are many that are like, hey, you know, I got this 6%. What am I going to do, right? Now, let's say you're paying the $1,200 each month towards that mortgage, all right? When you're doing it the traditional black hole, ineffective, inefficient, foolish, sottish way. Now, we have the loan, okay? So this is a loan. I'm going to write that up there, right? That's the loan. But over here we have the line, okay? And your line contains, let's say, $15,000, huh? That's your credit limit, all right? The balance on that line is 12, okay? So this is the balance. This is the limit, all right? And let's say, okay, your minimum monthly payment on that balance is $600 each month, all right? So the minmo is $600, okay? Now look at that. I want you to look at these numbers and I want you to look at them good. And I don't have anything up my sleeve, all right? I'm going to look at these cash advance fees, and it's going to be outrageous on purpose, okay? I'm going to set the cash advance fee to 40, all right? I'm going to set the cash advance fee to 40, and I know a lot of you are like, what? That's crazy, I know. But I'm doing it like this so that you could see that if you don't understand the interest, you'll pay it. But if you understand interest, you'll earn it, all right? Now, your cash advance fee, all right? 40% cash advance of, let's say, what do we have left on here? 3,000? Okay. So 40% cash advance of 3,000. And you say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the velocity banking method. Okay. I can't use my credit card for this, and I don't want to use other methods. There are other methods. See the link below, right? Like Plastique. You can pay your mortgage with Plastique, right? Only a minimal 2.5% transaction fee, okay? It's very minimal. But anyway, if you want to use the cash advance fee, watch this, okay? 40% now of $3,000, right? Let's go ahead and do it. $3,000. Do you remember how to calculate the percentages? Let's do it. Multiply by 40%. Okay, so when we do it like this, we're going to just simply take that 40 and we're going to place the decimal 2 decimal places over. So now we have 3,000 multiplied by 0.4, okay? And what we're going to do right now, okay, now remember, that's a big period right here. We're going to go ahead and just do the math, okay? This is 12,000, okay? 12 followed by 3 zeros. So what I did is I multiplied 4 times 3, 12, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. Now, remember, how many decimal places do we need to place this decimal in our answer? How many? Well, how many do you see here? Just 1 decimal place, right? All right, so it goes from here to here, right? So that's $1,200 each year. Each year you stay at the $3,000 you're accumulating, $1,200 of interest. But I have a question for you. Are you going to stay at $3,000 in your cash advance? At most, you're going to keep that $3,000 for what, 2 months? Okay, so this is what you'll do. You'll calculate the interest for 2 months, which is what? Okay, so if $1,200 is for the year, what would it be for 2 months? $1,200 for the year, okay, divided by 12 is what? What is that? $100. And you only have it for 2 months? Look at it, that's $200. Now we're going to come back and we are going to see if that makes sense to place that $200 towards your mortgage instead. Watch this. $200, folks. Give you some time to think about that. Right? $200, you had the balance for, let's say, $3,000 for the 2 months. You paid it off in 2 months. So you owed a total of $200 in interest on a 40% cash advance. Our cash advance is 40% on credit cards and credit lines. I just ask you that, Are they? None that I know of, right? Unless you're in a really, really, really high risk category, and that's when you get into predatory lending, predatory lines, and different things like that. But all in all, it's $200. Okay, so now you're saying, right, to Marcus, who asked me this, and it was an excellent question. I'm glad you asked it. You're saying that you can take the $200, all right? It's a very, very fair assumption. And you can place it towards that mortgage. Do you understand how mortgages work? Do you understand how mortgages work? Because that $200 may not be going to where you think it's going. So when you're at the beginning of your mortgage, you know where most of this money is going, the $1,200? It's going to be split up somewhat like this, okay? 950 here, 250 here, all right? So this means, okay, that this equals interest. $950 of that $1,200 is going to interest. That's why it's called front interest loaded, all right? And only about $250 of this $1,200 is going to your principal. You see, you think that the $200 is going towards paying that loan off, don't you? You think that, don't you? No, that $200, most of that $200 is going to the interest, which means it's going inside the bank's pocket. That's the bank's plan for your life. For you to take that cash advance, $200, $300, $1,200, and put it towards your mortgage, especially at the beginning. Why? So that they can grab all that interest, and you can sit there and say, man, where did all my money go? Instead of doing it the velocity banking way and absolutely chunking that principal with revolving lines of credit. That's why I put the 2 arrows at the end. With revolving lines of credit, you're chunking that interest, so you're getting rid of that interest, that principal, the $200,000. Okay? Because when you get rid of and you minus and you subtract and you eliminate the principal, you eliminate the principal, the interest. You see, when this is smaller, the principal is smaller, the interest is smaller. And these roles are reversed. That 950, is no longer going to interest. Now, that 950 can be going where it's supposed to be going, to the principal. Not to mention that when you're using your lines of credit, you no longer have to worry about the $600 minimum monthly payment. That's right. You no longer have to worry about a minimum monthly payment when you're working the velocity banking method the correct way. So you just put $600 in your pocket instead of sending that $200, okay, or $600 towards a loan company that doesn't even know your name. They don't even know who you are. They don't even know that you're good at baseball or basketball. They could care less as long as you're making that payment. That's all they care about. But you want to pay them more. You know, here's an idea. Why don't you pay you more? Absolutely. Let that $600 go towards your cash flow. All right? Instead, let that $200 go towards you so that you can not only eliminate your debt, your bad debt, but you can build your wealth. That is what it's all about. Listen, if you are a business owner, we have everything you need in the links below. You need a professional email, link below. You need the Money Max account so you can just don't worry about the math and you can just type in whatever your line is and your loan is and it can spit out, this is what you do. This is how you pay your loan off, not in 30 years, but in 5 years. Let me know. It's in the link below. Get with me, CreditWiz and InvestorPro.org. You need a virtual office? Yes, you do. If you want to build business credibility and build business credit, it's in the link below. Just let me know, folks. We got your back. You need a credit card? Link below. You know I'm a credit card advocate. All right? I'm all for that. Why? Because it's getting people out of debt. It's enhancing their credit scores. It's enhancing their way of life. And it's enhancing, most of all, the way they think. Thank you so much for watching this. I want to go ahead and get out of the way so that you can go ahead and copy this, make a t-shirt out of it. No copyright laws here, folks. Thank you so much for attending. We've got plenty more videos to do for you, answering your questions. We need you to continue to answer those questions right there in the comments so that we can continue to pump out quality content just like this. God bless and have a great night.